Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. MC-Mura here, and in today's video we're gonna talk about the top 5 best characters for beginners in King of Fighters 15. This is not top 5 easiest characters. In my opinion, a character that is good for beginners is a character that will make you better at the game overall. Here we have Ayori and Ramon, and obviously if you get good with Ramon, yes, you will get better at the game, but he have a lot of his own stuff going on, right? So you're really playing Ramon more than you're playing KOF, right? While I do believe a character like Ayori, even though he isn't like the easiest character in my opinion, all things considered, he will get you better at the game itself. Because Ayori is very interactive with the KOF mechanics. He have some zoning going on, he has the uppercut, he have a really good use of the hops and jump system in general, have a really good hop, have the cross up, have the close C for anti-airs, the jabs, the sweep, so he have the like this close range interaction really well. He have the crouching B fishing like into max mode, he have the fishing with pokes into max mode, he have a command grab as well that you can use for pressure. So a lot of the game mechanics you will be able to learn just by using Ayori. I know a lot of beginners might have some difficulties with his Rekas, or like stuff like even cancelling like his TP or like a fireball into his super. He does have some execution difficulties in some of his more advanced combos, but there is a lot to learn with Ayori, and I genuinely believe that using him will make you a better player, a better KOF player overall. Another character that I believe will also teach you a lot about different aspects of the game is gonna be Clark, because he will get you familiar with command grabs, grapplers, and what makes them special in the King of Fighters system. In a game like Street Fighter or most of the other 2D fighting game, to be honest, the entire idea of a grappler is that the command grab is carry, right? You command grab and then you vortex the opponent, or like you loop them, whatever. But in this game it's not really how it works, and the grab by itself is not actually the scariest thing. It doesn't lead to a ton of damage by itself, right? What is special about grapplers in this game is how they get to combo into the command grab, and that will lead to a hard knockdown, and this will allow them to like safe jump or meet the opponent somehow. For example, if we are standing on this line here and I try to command grab K-dash with the heavy command grab, it doesn't connect, right? But if I do a combo like say a crouching C into it, now it does, right? And that is special. If I do crouching B, crouching A, I'm out of range for a command grab, but if I combo it, now it combos, right? So this is an aspect of the game that maybe you wouldn't be familiar with if you didn't play a character like Clark. And obviously there is the whole aspect of him being able to combo his super after his command grab, which is carry as well. The fact that the command grab itself obviously does lead to like some sort of knockdown and he gets some sort of meteor out of it. The another aspect of Clark is that I actually really like is that he have big normals, so you're gonna be playing the whole fish for a poke and then go for like big damage combos. He does have some really easy combos as well. He will get you accustomed to the buffer system because of combos like these. So like if you combo that into his punch, right, and then you get to combo the command grab, this is also really good. There is the overhead aspect, like you will get the overhead, max mode activate, and then you get the big combos. So there is a lot to Clark in my opinion that will get you better at understanding the throw system and the grapplers and what makes them scary or special in this game. Another character that I think will teach you quite a bit about the game is Blue Mary. And I know when people talk about beginner characters, they tend to focus on neutral fundamentals and footsies and all of that, and I agree with that to a certain extent, but because in my opinion rushdown is somewhat difficult in this game, you will need a character like her who is very mix-ups and rushdown oriented to kinda get you accustomed to how the tools work. The main reason I like Blue Mary a lot is that she have a little bit of everything. She obviously have like a neutral skimming tool that you can just use and kinda cheese your opponent with. She does have a charge mechanic for her because obviously she does like this slide is a charge move, so you will have to get used a little bit to charge mid combo. Obviously there aren't that many characters who utilize charge in KOF, but it's good to learn how to use it, and because the move itself is like 2 hitting, you have a lot of time to do so. It's very forgiving. Blue Mary also have an invincible uppercut that will lead to a hard knockdown. Now obviously if you just do the first part you don't get it, but if you commit to the follow-up, this is a hard knockdown, so you get a safe jump. So this is actually really important to learn as well. Rushdown character, you will need to learn your Oki. A lot of her mix-ups are very powerful as well, because she have a lot of tools, right? So like for example you have the lunging command grab, so you can kind of take with something like this. She has the invincible attacks that you can just then, you know, fake out and then go for the grab, or just, you know, wait it out. So this is pretty interesting. She does have an overhead with the forward and A, and obviously like you can maximum cancel this one and get a lot of damage out of it. There is a lot of mix-up potential with the character, and because of her strong Oki and strong pressure, I do think she will get you better at the offensive game of KOF. But how about if we want to learn some zoning and space control? And for that I do think King is probably the most effective character to learn at a beginner level, and even at high level she's still a really solid pick. Now King obviously have strong zoning with her light fireball, the heavy fireball. She does have aerial fireballs as well, which is pretty interesting. I mean, you can get better at like Tiger kneeing this, which is always fun to do. Now what I really like about King is how her zoning is kinda interactive. Because of the different speeds of the fireball, it can lead to a lot of interesting situations. For example, this slide, right? This slide is typically like if you do it and you aren't like point blank, you're gonna be like neutral on block or even plus. But what I like about it is that you can cancel it, right? So maybe you will wanna cancel it into the light fireball, but you know, this will leave you at a lot of plus frames. But there is a gap here, so you have to be careful. Or maybe you will cancel it into the heavy fireball, but this will leave you negative. If you go for the light here, you can throw another one, the jump, you anti-air. So there is a lot to think about with her zoning. It's not, you know, obviously at the start it can be difficult for the opponent to just navigate through the fireballs, but even as you develop, you will find an interesting fireball game with her. She does have the forward B, which have a lot of range and is a low crush, and obviously like you can do some fun elements with her, like cancel into the fireballs for like plus frames and then go for pressure. She does have a lot of the basic KOF tools as well, like a jumping D that is very good, especially on hops, as you can see. Like even if you do it like super early, you're still gonna be lost. The angle is very good on it. She does have a crouching C that is an anti-air. This is like an NRS down 2, so that's actually really nice. The EX DP, which is invincible, so that's pretty nice as well. So a very standard character, yet effective. At the start, it's just gonna be the opponent navigating through the fireballs and you anti-airing, but like I said, when you develop, you will find quite the interesting fireball game. And finally, for the final character, it's gonna be Terry, because you can't really go wrong playing Terry in a King of Fighters game. He's a very effective character, very straightforward, the game plan is very easy, yet still really good and really fun and applicable at high level. Currently in this game, a lot of people are putting Terry in the anchor position and just fishing with a crouching B, right? I mean, you just do that with the character now, activate max mode, combo into level 3, and you know, you will deal insane damage out of it, right? You have very easy combos in my opinion that do a lot of damage. So the whole hit confirming fishing for a poke or a crouching B, you have a lot of really good neutral tool, have a fireball, not the most zony fireball but still pretty decent at controlling space. Amazing normals, his screen control with the normals is really good. Have like the uppercut, obviously have a lot of the standard KOF tool, pretty good jump as well, and crack shoot is really nice at like hopping over the fireballs, or like these low fireballs especially. Burn knuckle is kind of ridiculous in this game, because if space it actually can be plus on block, like even this is the heavy one. As you can see, like maximum range is actually plus, so you can pressure the opponent afterwards. Obviously they can like shatter strike and punish you for that, or like dodge, evade it with a roll, and then punish you, so you kind of have to be careful, but still really, really good. There is a lot to learn with Terry, but it's applicable. Even though he's a very powerful character, a lot of what is powerful about him is very straightforward and obviously not gimmicky. Like fishing with that, something you can do with a lot of other characters. Yes, Terry is a really rewarding character for it, but still a concept that can apply to others, and that's why I really like Terry in this game. Now obviously this game is a 3 versus 3 fighter, right? I'm not telling you to play each character on this list, or like you have to have all 3 of them in your team. There are other alternatives that are really good as well. For example, like Robert is really good, Ryu is kinda good for a rushdown character, although it's very basic in my opinion. Athena is really good, Mai is really good beginner characters. There is a lot of other options, right? But what I'm saying is, I would highly recommend having at least one of these guys on your team, because they will truly teach you some elements about this game that I do think are quite cool. And that is pretty much it for today's video. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like or a comment. It helps the channel so much. I will be leaving a link to the Patreon page, the Discord server page, and Twitter pages in the description below. Thank you very much for watching, and stay safe.